Gotowe? Wszyscy? Jak tam? No ale sukienki macie, dresses, Iwa. Victoria, very good, very good. Very good dresses, yeah? You're gonna have medals? Pierwsze miejsca? What do you think? Co myślisz? Pierwsze miejsca będą czy drugie? Ile będziesz miał pierwszy? No, say something! Wiktoria. Ile będziesz miał pierwszy? Wszystkie pierwsze czy nie? Jak myślisz? Nie wiesz? How many first you gonna have? What do you think? Two? Maybe all. You never know. Ile będziesz miał pierwszy? Wszystkie? Okay, dobrze. I like that attitude. Dobrze, dobrze. Czekamy na naszą kolejkę. Niedługo będziemy tańczyć. Dzisiaj tańczymy od 10:30 do 2:30. 70 tańców tańczę z dziewczynami. Ostro będzie. Dziękujemy, dziękujemy. Zatrzymanie kciuków przydadzą się. Are you warming up? Rozgrzewka? You warming up? You doing warm up? Rozgrzeweczka, rozgrzeweczka. My tutaj startujemy, mamy swoją taką miejscówkę dla tancerzy. Widać, no, publiczność nie wchodzi, tylko my tu jesteśmy. Zaraz zaczynamy. Everybody ready? Gotowi? Good, good, good. Some water. Wszyscy ćwiczą, rozgrzewają się. Nasze gwiazdy biorą fotografa tutaj. Ludzie chcą z nimi zdjęcia robić. Trzeba było aparat mój wziąć, ten duży. Małe poprawki ostatnie. Już nagrywasz. Możesz.
Ale będzie później z tego nagrania, że
No, to jest live.
ale potem to się zachowa, tak?
No.
Okej. Mam nagrywać live. Nagrywam live.
Hey, parents, coaches, out.
To pani dzisiaj nie tańczy?
Ja dzisiaj nie tańczę. Pan Rafał dzisiaj tańczy.
Aha.
Ja dzisiaj mam wakacje. Więc normalnie zawsze jest tak, że
Stand in the entrance to the on-deck area or people cannot get in.
jest zawsze tak, że dziewczynki tańczą normalnie z instruktorami mężczyznami. No, przez to, że Rafała tyle nie było, no to ja z nimi tańczyłam, ale teraz też chodziło o to, żeby one zobaczyły, żeby zatańczyły z kimś innym, bo to wtedy też daje improvement po prostu. On inaczej tańczy, on jest facetem i prowadzi taki facet, ja... No, także...
Ale mapek ci jeszcze nie ma.
Amelia, Kaya, Alyssa.
Once again, if you were into the
Go.
You don't feel it just joins you.
Kaya. Kaya is here. Kaya.
Alyssa. 353 time.
353, Alyssa. Page 353, Alyssa, are you here? Alyssa Bernards. She here? Anybody know? Is that you? No, that's not her. No, we have a different one, sweetie. 3424, meeting 353. Is that 353? Yeah, is that Alyssa? There you go. Come on out to the floor, we go. All the way over there. There we go, there she is. We got them all tested? All right, we have our judging panel out to the floor.
This side.
All right, judges, this is seat 940. Your contestants will be on the right, and the judges. And the touchdown. 8-9-41 is next to Samba. And Samba music. And the Samba, thank you. The 942 is next to her. And the music.
You
If you are dancing in heat 945, please start making your way to the on-deck area now, please. Once again, if you are dancing in heat 945, please start making your way to the on-deck area now. And possibility music. And the possibility. Read 944 is next to jive. And jive music. And the jive. Read 945 is next to touch-up. 8 couples of 4. Your 2 couple farms going to start on your far right judges. Cha-cha. And the touch-up. The 946 is next. Seven doubles. Sound music.
After this round, you'll have
Thank you. The 947 is next to Rupa. 6 seconds. And music. And the rubber, thank you. Heat 948 is next to Possibility. 3 couples, 3 separate events. And the Possibility. E949 sketch drive. 4 couples, 4 separate events. And drive music. And the jive, thank you. Judges, we now proceed to heat 950. This is our solo star pre-team 1. Cha-cha, we have 10 competitors. We're going to recall 6. Once again, judges, recalling 6 from 10. Cha-cha music. the cha-cha, thank you. Coaches, we're gonna go to 9, 6, 7. And I'm gonna do it, okay. We're gonna recall 6 for 9. Oh, sorry, Samba first. We're going 9, 6, 6. And Samba music. And a samba. Now we go to 9, 6, 7. Over we go. 9 couples judges, we call 6. And Roman music. And the rumba. Coming out of the heat 9, 6, 5 with Jai. We have 9 competitors. Judges, we're covering 6. And Jai music. And the tie, thank you. And E951 is next to judge. Yes, if we could make sure that coaches and parents stay out of the on-deck area, please, so that way Justin can do his job. We greatly appreciate it. E951 is next to Cha-Cha, 7 couples. Your 3 couple finals on the right. Cha-Cha music. And the cha-cha. B952 is next to samba. And samba music. And the samba. B952 is next to Rupa. 5 doubles. And Remy music.
Cześć, bo go przesunęli tu na tą stronę. Ona już tańczy ten silver level, zaczęła, więc już trudniejsze są figury. Dużo ludzi pojechało w tym czasie na wakacje teraz. Taki okres czasu, gdzie jeszcze nie ma zimy, nie wiem.
And the Rumba, thank you. B954 is next across the road. 3 couples, 2 events. And music.
What is that? I can sign.
No, it goes to the teacher. Goes
Okay.
to the coach. I'll give you a card. The mom.
About what?
Who's the mom?
The mom? It's about this costume?
Yeah. So cha-cha and rumba. Excuse me. Cha-cha and rumba.
So it was full brown.
Because she dances four silver dances, so they messed up probably her kids.
You'd have
She
to
does
take
this
that up
both.
with the registrar. I just
Yeah,
going on what's
yeah.
on the paper. Where
So-
can I put this for you? 'Cause this
I can take it.
Thank
Are you the coach?
Yeah, I'm the coach too. Okay.
You're the teacher?
Yes, I'm the teacher.
We have a studio.
Okay. Okay.
So she dances bronze and silver, and they must have messed up
I can
the...
go check with the registrar to see
I
what
have
the
the
head
hit
sheets
list.
were.
Yeah, I have the hit list. Yeah. No tańczy 2 levels oni.
Oh yeah.
Niedobrze ci to. She dances 2 levels. They didn't know she dances 2 levels.
Yeah, they all got screen.
Where is
I'm here.
Sorry, but that's mine.
Other people you mind.
So he must have told, because he's dancing, you know, he's just changing the girls.
Sure.
So she's supposed to dance, she will have, so,
95,
yeah.
95, 2.
Yeah, this is bronze, yeah. Yeah, but she's dancing, so probably he will ask you, he was told, so, you know.
But he has to keep it in category because she could get disqualified if she keeps dancing out of category.
Okay.
Aha, normalne.
Ja jej pokazałam, że na Sylwer też tańczy, masz. Musi tylko pilnuj, żebyś nie zatańczył z tobą Sylwer na brąz. Ja wiem, ja powiedziałam, że oni mówią, że nic nie wiadomo. A
Ja nie wiedziałem, co tańczę w ogóle.
masz, trzymaj to, bo ja tam jestem.
Nie da w ogóle.
Jak ci nie da. Masz numer hitu.
Thank you. Next one, 959.
And let's not thank you. 8963 is next. So we're going to have 5 couples.
Hi, folks.
No.
And music.
Ja co mam klucz ostałem.
Awesome.
Oh, there you are. I was looking for her.
And the possibility. The 965 is next time. And angelic music.
Okay.
And the tie. Thank you. We have another recall for 8,950. 6 competitors recall for the fun. In the cha-cha.
Okej, przerwa mała. Dzięki.
And cha-cha music.
Куда ты его крутишь? Вообще пошли.
You didn't clip it. А ты сама не чувствуешь?
Rafał! Rafał! Wiesz, gdzie masz Silver?
Nie wiem.
Tu masz Silver. Pamiętaj, że to Silver robi. A ją.
Ну, ты замолишься.
zrobić z tym? No trzymaj ty, no. No to, ale to... To co mam zrobić? Postaw, oprzyj. Na podłodze oprzyj, żeby było widać parking.
Dobra. O God. Kids nam pomieszali tańce z Ewą. Wzięli nam taki super, a zamiast mrozu. Ja muszę
And the rumba. Team 5886 is recalled for the jive. 5 competitors recalled. Jive music. And the jive. Thank you. T969 is next to go play.
Amelia and Bradea.
4 competitors from couple. Possible music.
Okay, girls on this side. We're gonna go down there to Jackson.
And the possible goal. T970 is next to Cha-Cha.
The three are on the right.
Your 3 couple finals going to start on your right, coaches. Cha-Cha music. And the cha-cha. E971 is next to samba. And samba music. And the samba, thank you. E972 is next to rumba. Seven competitors, one double, and music. And a rumba, thank you. E973 is next to Paso Doble. And Paso Doble music. And the Paso Doble. E974 is next to guys. Seven competitors. Jive music. And the child, thank you. The 975 is next to Cha-Cha. 5 couples, 5 separate events. Cha-Cha music. And the Cha-Cha. 3976 is next to Samba. And Samba music. And the Samba. 3977 is next to Rumba. 4 couples, 4 separate events. And Rumba music. Okay, Rumba, thank you. The 978 is next to Drive. 6 couples. Jive music. Thank you. The 979 is next to Pasadobli. Right after this Pasadobli, we are going to go into our awards presentation. For all of my solo star competitors, listen, there are a lot of Sophias, Marias. You guys have a lot of the same first name, so I'm going to call you out by number and first name. Make sure you know your competitor number that's on your back along with your first name. Yes? Here we go. Pasadobli music. And the Pasadobli, thank you, and thank you, judges. And we're going to ask Zingo Primero to give out our first place awards, and Melanie Sandig our second place awards, Vitaly Kozlov our third place awards, Nietzsche Davis our fourth place awards, and fifth and sixth place awards will be Igor Stolzers. Sergey Chislov will give out our certificates. If you already received a certificate, kids, please come out with it so we know that you already got one. Yes? So if you already did get your certificate, please bring it out with you so we know that you already got it. We need the coach for 331, Anthony Adams, to come see our invigilator, please. All right, so remember what I said earlier, guys, girls? I'm going to call your number and your first name, yes? Kids, I'm not going to go unless I get a yes, sir. One more time, can I get a yes, sir? All right, here we go. Starting with heat 940, we had a first place to 174, Victoria and Rafael. Third place to 300, Adela.
Victoria, go.
Second place to 413, Amelia. First place to 412, Laura. First place to 324, Yarna. Second place to 353, Alyssa. And first place to 345, Kaya. Is it Kaya or Kaya? Kaya. And first place to 340, Brooklyn. Heat 941, we had a first place of 174, Victoria and Rafael. Third place to 300, Adela. Second place to 413, Amelia. First place to 412, Laura. First place to 324, Yarna. Second place to 353, Alyssa. First place to 345, Kai. First place to 340, Brooklyn. Heat 942 is next. First place to 174, Victoria and Rafael. First place to 413, Amelia. First place to 324, Yarna. Second place to 345, Kaya. First place to 353, Alyssa. First place to 340, Brooklyn. 943, we had a first place to 174, Victoria and Rafael. Second place to 345, Kaya. First place to 353, Alyssa. First place to 340, Brooklyn. Heat 944, we had a first place for 174, Victoria and Rafael. Third place to 345, Kaya. Second place to 353, Alyssa. First place to 370, Ileana. First place to 340, Brooklyn. All right, kids, can we back up just a little bit? Take a couple steps back. All right, there we go. Just a couple steps back. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Heat 945 is next. We had a first place to 174, Ava and Rafael. First place to 167, Makar and Nina. Second place to 410, Carol and Laura. First place to 411, Patrick and Nicole. First place to 433, Malachi and Yulia. First place to 394, Dennis and Darna. First place to 396, Janet and Michelina. First place to 330, Arthur and Leah. 946 for Samba. First place to 174, Ava and Raphael. Second place to 411, Patrick and Adela. First place to 410, Carol and Laura. First place to Julia. First place to 394, Dennis and Darna. First place to 396, Janet and Michelina. First place to 330, Arthur and Leah. 947, the Rumba. We had a first place to 174, Ava and Raphael. Second place to 411, Patrick and Adela. First place to 410, Carol and Laura. First place to 394, Dennis and Darna. First place to 396, Janet and Michelina. First place to 330, Arthur and Leah. 948 is next. We had a first place to 174, Ava and Raphael. First place to 396, Jan and Michelina. First place to 330, Arthur and Leah. 949 to Jive. We had a first place to 174, Ava and Raphael. First place to 433, Malachi and Julia. First place to 396, Jan and Michelina. First place to 330, Arthur and Leah. 950 the Cha-Cha. We had a sixth place to 423, Milana. Fifth place to 348, Alina. Fourth place to 421, Amelia. Third place to 392, Sophia. Second place to 422, Radea. And a first place to 351, Adriana. 966 to Samba. We had a sixth place to 424, Vanessa. Fifth place to 348, Alina. Fourth place to 392, Sophia. Third place to 421, Amelia. Second place to 422, Radia. And a first place to 351, Adriana. And if we could just take 2 or 3 steps back, kids. You guys are doing a great job. You guys are doing a really good job. Thank you. That's good. The 967 is the Rumba. We had a sixth place to 426, Victoria. Fifth place to 348, Alina. Fourth place to 392, Sophia. Third place to 422, Radia. Second place, we had a tie for first place between 421, Amelia, and 351, Adriana. The 968, the Jive. We had a fifth place to 423, Milana. Fourth place to 351, Adriana. Third place to 392, Sophia. Second place to 422, Radia, and a first place to 421, Amelia. The 951, the Cha-Cha. We had a first place to 174, Ava and Raphael. First place to 167, Makar and Nina. First place to 433, Malachi and Julia. Third place to 329, Peter and Milana. Second place to 328, Anthony and Katerina. First place to 394, Dennis and Darna. First place to 396, Jan and Nicolina. 952 to Samba. First place to 174, Ava and Raphael. First place to 433, Malachi and Julia. Third place to 329, Peter and Milana. Second place to 328, Anthony and Katerina. First place to 394, Dennis and Darna. First place to 396, Jan and Nicolina. 953 the Rumba. First place to 174, Ava and Raphael. Third place to 329, Peter and Milana. Second place to 328, Anthony and Katerina. First place to 394, Dennis and Darna. First place to 396, Jan and Michelina. Heat 954. We had a second place to 328, Anthony and Katerina. First place to 329, Peter and Milana. First place to 396, Jan and Michelina. 955 the Jive. First place to 433, Malachi and Julia. Second place to 328, Anthony and Katerina. First place to 329, Peter and Milana. First place to 396, Jan and Michelina. 956 the Cha-Cha. We had a first to 174, Evelyn and Raphael. Seventh place to 374, Arabella. Sixth place to 372, Mia. Fifth place to 432, Tola. Fourth place to 378, Sophia. Third place to 371, Ariana. Second place to 377, Emma. And a first place to 418, Alexandra. Also a first place to 352, David. 957 to Samba. We had a sixth place to 374, Arabella. Fifth place to 372, Mia. Fourth place to 432, Tola. Third place to 371, Ariana. Second place to 378, Sophia. First place to 418, Alexandra. First place to 352, David. 958 the Rumba. First place to 174, Evelyn and Raphael. Third place to 432, Tola. Second place to 372, Mia. First place to 418, Alexandra. And a first place to 352, David. 959, the Paso Doble. Second place to 432, Tola. First place to 418, Alexandra. First place to 352, David. 960, the Jive. Seventh place to 374, Arabella. Sixth place to 378, Sophia. Fifth place to 432, Tola. We had a tie for third between 372, Mia, and 418, Alexandra. Second place to 371, Ariana. We had a first to 377, Emma. We also had a first place to 352, David. 961, the Cha-Cha. First place to 174, Nelly and Raphael. First place to 117, Anastasia and Dennis. First place to 337, Laron and Elizabeth. And a second place to 327, Elon and Emma. First place to 425, Max and Beatrice. Beat 962, the Samba. We had a first place to 174, Nelly and Raphael. First place at 117, Anastasia and Dennis. First place at 337, Laron and Elizabeth. Second to 425, Max and Beatrice. First to 327, Elon and Emma. 963, the Rumba. We had a first to 174, Nelly and Raphael. First place to 117, Anastasia and Dennis. First place to 337, Laron and Elizabeth. Second place to 425, Max and Beatrice. First place to 327, Laron and Emma. 964, the Paso Doble. We had a first place to 174, Nelly and Raphael. First place to 117, Anastasia and Dennis. First place to 337, Laron and Elizabeth. Second place to 327, Elon and Emma. First place to 425, Max and Beatrice. 965, the Jive. We had a first to 174, Nelly and Raphael. First to 117, Anastasia and Dennis. First place to 337, Laron and Elizabeth. Second place to 327, Elon and Emma. And a first place to 425, Max and Beatrice. 969, the Paso Doble. We had a fourth place to 423, Milana. Third place to 348, Alina. Second place to 392, Sophia. First place to 351, Adriana. First place to 174, Victoria and Raphael. 970, the Cha-Cha. We had a first place to 174, Avalon and Raphael. Second place to 429, Inga. First place to 349, Sophia. Second place to 345, Kaya. First place to 414, Maria. Third place to 350, Anastasia. Second place to 393, Nadia. First place, 415, Mariana. 971, the Samba. Second place to 425, Inga. First place to 349, Sophia. Second place to 345, Kaya. First place to 414, Maria. Third place to 350, Anastasia. Second place to 393, Nadia. First place to 415, Mariana. 972, the Rumba. We had a first place to 174, Avalon and Raphael. Second to 429, Inga. First to 349, Sophia. Second to 345, Kaya. First to 414, Maria. Third to 393, Nadia. Second to 350, Anastasia. First to 415, Mariana. 973, the Paso Doble. Second to 429, Inga. First to 349, Sophia. Second to 345, Kaya. First to 414, Maria. Third to 393, Nadia. Second to 350, Anastasia. First to 415, Mariana. 974, the Jive. Second to 349, Sophia. First to 429, Inga. Second to 345, Kaya. First to 414, Maria. Third to 393, Nadia. Second to 350, Anastasia. First to 415, Mariana. 975, the Cha-Cha. First to 174, Ava and Raphael. First place to 433, Malachi and Julia. First to 341, Julian and Genevieve. First to 417, David and Inga. First to 331, Anthony and Nicoletta. 976, the Samba. We had a first to 174, Ava and Raphael. First to 433, Malachi and Julia. First to 341, Julian and Genevieve. Second to 416, Daniel and Roxanne. First to 417, David and Inga. First to 331, Anthony and Nicoletta. 977, the Rumba. We had a first to 174, Ava and Raphael. First to 341, Jillian and Genevieve. First to 417, David and Inga. First to 331, Anthony and Nicoletta. 978, the Jive. We had a first to 174, Ava and Raphael. First to 433, Malachi and Julia. First to 341, Julian and Genevieve. Second to 416, Daniel and Roxana. First to 417, David and Inga. First to 331, Anthony and Nicoletta. E979, the Paso Doble. First to 174, Ava and Raphael. First to 417, David and Inga. First to 331, Anthony and Nicoletta. And that concludes our awards presentation. Thank you to our presenters. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special chicken dance for you that Miss Julia is going to talk you through. So.
Ewa w finale. Eva in final of chicken dance.
Congratulations, Malachi. Malachi, the triple team.
Eva! Eva! Eva!
Thank you, Julia.
Show me your medal. You got the medal? That's good. Victoria!
Mia! Once again, if you're dancing in heat 980, please make your way to the on-deck area. If we could have the judging panel ready, you guys ready to go? Justin, let me know when you're ready to go. All right, judges, we're going to bring you on out. Sergey Chislov, Vitaly Korsa, Mary Sandberg, Irish Coasters and Nietzsche Vegas, and your vigilator was a North Judges, your 4 cup of final is going to start on your right. And cha-cha. And a cha-cha, thank you. 981 is combined with smoking and samba music. So this is combined with the single dance of 981. And the samba, thank you. Sorry, judges, I forgot to let you know that. 982 is next to rumba. You should be good now. Yeah? And rumba music. And a rumba, thank you. Heat 983 is next to Clive. Thank you, couples. Go back to Pascagoula now. Heat 984. There's 5 couples. Pascagoula. Thank you, ladies. 985, couple, 5 couples, 4 events. Couples, 986, thank you, Thank you, couples. Heat 988, Pascagoula.
you. Places for Heat 989. Against the Sky. And roll. Heat 990. Taco. Soul Cells coming out. Thank you. Heat 991 against Samba. Next we have Heat 992 and against is Pasadena. Heat 993. Inside. 4. Cha-cha. We have 9
The tour on the right.
The two couple files on the right hand side. So this cha-cha music is Every couple, 895. This is samba. Thank you. 2996. Take your places for your rundown. For your pasta doble. And a pasta doble. Beat 998 is next to Tyler. We have 8 couples to the floor. And Titan.
And the jazz, thank you. Team 999 is next to Cha-Cha. We have 8 couples to the floor.
3 are on the right, and I'm missing 343.
And we're paging couple 343, I'm sorry, competitor 343, Marielle Gorbakoff. 343, Marielle Gorbakoff. Anybody know, senior? One paging competitor 343, Marielle Gorbakoff.
Somebody's running.
София, давай!
Just a reminder, competitors, you need to be in the ballroom a half hour before your heat is going off. Once again, paging 343, Marielle Gorbakoff. Marielle, get on the floor, sweetie. There you go. Cha-cha. And the cha-cha. Heat 1000 is next to samba. One couple, 6 competitors. Samba mix. And the samba. E1001 is next to Rumba. One couple. Set it competitor. And a rumba. B1002 is next to Paso Robles. 6 competitors, 3 events. And music. And a Paso Robles. B1003 is next to Jive. And Jive music. Rock and roll. And the dive, thank you. P1004 is next to Cha-Cha.
Four on the right.
Your 4-couple final in our junior 2 division is going to start to your far right, judges. We have 10 couples. And Cha-Cha music. And a Cha-Cha, thank you. E1005 is next to Samba. Samba music. And the Samba, thank you. E1006 is next to Rumba.
And rubber music.
Seems so much more it'll sit in a place porque es una para vida a nadie vamos a parar te quiero pero somos para que siento por ti no puedes haber sentido un amor como que te lo siento y yo voy a repasar que sea presente y futuro cada noche tengo un perrito y un pájaro tuyo cada una vale la mano y si te lo tiempo más duro.
And the rumba. P1007 is next to pass it over. And music. And the pass it over. P1008 is next to child. And child music. And the jive, thank you. P1009 is next to Cha-Cha. One couple, 3 competitors. Cha-Cha music. And the cha-cha.
Beat 10-10 is next to Samba. And Samba.
Arena, go ahead.
And the Samba, thank you. Beat 10-11 is next to Rumba. Rumba music. And the Rumba, thank you. Key 10-12 is next to Paso Doble. And music. And the Paso Doble. Right after this next dance, we are going to go into our awards presentation. And just last time competitors, we're going to hear me call your competitor number and your first name. So make sure you know what your competitor number is, along with your first name. You would think one and one go together, but sometimes we forget. 10-13 is next to Jive. And music. And the Jive. Thank you. And the judges, we're now going to go into our awards presentation. We'll have Rosendo from now give out first place, Melanie Stanley our second, Vitali our third place, Nietzsche will give out our fourth place awards, Ivers will give out our fifth place, and Sergey will give out our certificates to anyone who did not get one. Kids, if you got a certificate, please bring it up with you so that way Sergey knows that you already got it. Those that have not gotten a certificate, you